the best duo in the league. So always feel good whenever they are in it.
It's some relief that you guys had a good preseason, but you come out tonight, and although it wasn't pretty the first half, you still find a way to get a win and kind of keep that momentum going.
It's. I think it builds character. We find a way to win, even though it wasn't our best. But every win counts the same, and it feels good to start with one.
Can you take us through the last goal, your line's goal?
Yeah, Jake made a good breakout. I just tried to, I just gave it the best. Just tried to take the D with me so he could shoot it a little closer, and Brock shot a very good shot.
There was going to be a lot of focus on your line. You guys have kind of loaded up that top line. Was it nice to see 4 goals from other guys?
No, for sure. I mean, I don't think we're a one guy, one line mentality. I think all 4 lines can score goals, and I think we showed it today.
Tell me about the hit. I heard you telling Ian that you knew what was coming, or that you were aware of it.
No, I think it's just bad timing. Those hits happens all the time. I dropped it to Bess. It was a bad drop. I think I reached for it, and then Uyghur hit me. I don't think it's a bad hit at all. It's just bad timing. Because usually I'm aware to get hit, but it was just bad timing.
Thanks.
Yeah, I thought we played well. PK was great. That's really good to see. And then I just think our attention to detail with our reloads and filling gaps, filling lanes, good sticks, just kind of the little things were there tonight, I thought. So it's good to it's a pretty close game, and we were able to kind of wait around and break it open in the third there. So. Oh, me.
Because you had to wait until December last year to contribute, and
I'd rather talk about these guys. I did my job. I thought they played great, and kind of didn't have to do too much.
You looked sharp. Did you feel?
Yeah, I did. Felt pretty good even this morning. Just excited to be here. I felt good all day. Just kind of waiting around, wanting to get to the rink and get the gear on. So. I felt sharp.
Did you know where the puck was when you took the one off the mask? You kind of went behind the net, and then you kind of regrouped for the slot shot?
I lost it for a second, but just kind of positionally trying to get myself back in a position to have a chance to make a save.
So you guys had obviously built a lot of positivity and momentum through the preseason and kind of coming together as a team. How important is it? I'm sure it wouldn't have all dissipated with one game, but how important is it, game one, to kind of continue that and keep building?
Yeah, I think the first game's huge. Like you said, just kind of keep the momentum building, and especially just kind of the turnover that we had from last year in our room and in our coaching staff too. It's a testament to the work that everyone kind of put in this summer and then through camp. So obviously 81 left, but it was a good first one for sure.
What goes through your mind when you see a guy like Baines, who's worked so hard to make the team, stepping in front of those shots on the PK?
Yeah, those are big boy blocks. I gave him a pat right when we got in the room here in the second intermission, and I think everyone else did too. Those are huge blocks, especially at that point it's a 1-goal game, and they're looking to tie it up on the power play, and he steps up and makes 2 huge plays for us. So he's a really smart guy, a lot of hockey IQ, and obviously that's why he's out there on the PK helping us out. So I thought he looked great tonight.
I just to have the whole team chip in. We knew they were going to come a little bit with the back-to-back, but we just wanted to kind of weather the storm a little bit and kind of get going a little bit. It took us a little bit longer than we would have liked, but it was a whole team effort. And once we got Rogers rocking, like I said, it was pretty fun.
Was that just the rest in the end to get going, just to find your way?
Yeah, a little bit. It's a good team effort. Like Demmer held us in there, early on, and our kill came up big, and it's obviously a fundamental for us down the stretch, and and then it was nice to see different guys chip in at the end, and just through it all, we want to stick together and contribute as a team.
What did it mean for you to get that goal to start things off for the group?
Yeah, we're trying to wear teams down as our with our line and just stay simple and get our forecheck going, and obviously they're on a back-to-back, so we wanted to wear them down over the course of the game, and that one was just OC made a good play to drive and push him back, and I just try to use my shot and get off quick.
After everything that happened with Tito last year, how good is it to see him get those 2 goals?
Yeah, he's a big piece for us, and he's got some offensive spark, or he got some offensive stuff. So, for him to be healthy and contribute is going to be key for us.
What about the way he drives play? And he just drives the play through the neutral zone or once he gets.
Yeah, he loves. He likes to carry the puck up with possession and wind it up, and so guys are. We're all feeding off each other, and his line was good for us. Throughout. So.
Yeah, for me, for the team, it's it's a big win. It's always nice to win the first game, but we have many more ahead of us. So, yeah, we have to be happy until midnight, and then we have practice tomorrow. So it's another day.
There's been so much talk about the center depth on this team. Was it nice to kind of make that kind of a statement for yourself?
No, I don't care about it, honestly. I just want to enjoy my game, and what people saying outside, I'm not paying attention to that. I let people talk. I let people talk what they want. I will just do my things on the ice, and I will try to do my best to be best version of myself and helping the team as much as I can.
How about Arsh's pass on your breakaway just to spring you there was perfectly on the tip?
Yeah, it was great pass, and I'm very happy for him. He had a good training camp. He played very well tonight as well. So, yeah, that was a nice pass from him.
How did you read that was the moment to sort of go for the breakaway, to sort of jump up there?
That's a tough question. I just, it's in that game, in that moment, you just go. Don't overthink it. Just that was the chance. I saw that it landed. The shot landed on his tape, so I was in a speed. So I was keep skating, and he found me, and it was a nice pass.
What's the key to him being an NHL? He's been working his way to be a full-timer. He looks like a full-timer tonight. What's the key to his game? What makes him successful?
Yeah, he's a very fast player. He can play physical game. He's got a lot of skill as well. So he made very nice plays today. He was great in this game. I always said he was great in a camp as well, and he deserved the spot. And we have still a lot of work ahead of us as a line. So this was a good start for all of us. But we have to keep going.
You were telling us through preseason that you had another level. You haven't gotten there yet. Did you hit that level tonight, or is there still another level for you?
Yeah, we spoke about it together, right? I don't know. I'm not looking at that like this. I just want to be, I want to be the best version of myself. Coming to the rink every day, work on the details on the ice, and making myself a better player. So this was the first game, and there is still room to work on so many things. So how I said, I can be happy until midnight that we won, and tomorrow is another day where we have to work hard.
It didn't look like you were missing much in your game tonight. You say things you still need to work on? What?
Yeah, there's still a lot of things. Like there was still a lot of chances. I could score a hat-trick. I didn't. So there's still some stuff in defensive zone what I have to focus on. So there is still so much room for improvement in every aspect of the game, and that's why I love it. Coming to the rink every day and focus on that.
Were you happy with your pace tonight, though? Just your production and your pace?
Yeah, the pace. I think the pace was good. We are set up this year. It actually helps me a lot to my game. We quick up the pucks very very fast, and it helps me in my game as well. So it was a good game overall, and I think it's great to, even for me personally, to build on this performance.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. You kind of black out for a second and try to take it all in, but no, it was awesome. Boys played really good. Got the first win in a home opener, so couldn't be asked for anything really any better.
For you, the net on the lap. Was that adrenaline or?
Yeah, I mean, he shot it a little too hard, but yeah, it's I wasn't thinking too much on that one.
The change in intensity from the preseason to the regular season, what did that feel like for you out there?
Probably just more physical, I would say. More intense. They got a pretty heavy team over there, play physical, but I thought we did a good job and obviously got the win.
It seemed like there were times they were trying to maybe get under your skin or get in your head. Is it just a matter of ignoring that, just putting it behind you?
Yeah, just try and play my game. Try to be confident. And not let that really rattle me at all, and just try to control what I can control.
Is there an awareness that, as an 18-year-old, there may be some teams that will try to get a physical advantage on you there?
For sure. I mean, they know it's my first game, and I'm a young guy, so I can imagine why. But just like I said, just play my game.
I know you experienced preseason, but what was it like out there in that packed Rogers Arena tonight?
Yeah, it was for sure different. It was awesome. It's something that I'll never forget, and it was pretty cool.
What did you like most from the team tonight?
I think we just stuck with it. There's a lot of power play, penalty kill. We just kept going, didn't go off the rails at all, and just played our game, and obviously it worked out.
What was the biggest takeaway for you? Just getting this NHL game out of the way. What's the big thing that kind of sticks out here?
Just use it as experience. Just know what it's like. If I play next game, I'll be more comfortable and can play even better, hopefully. Just use it as experience and keep trying to learn from everything.
When Petey went down the tunnel and you get the tap on the shoulder to go out with Besser and DeBrest, what's going through your mind in that moment?
Just trying to just play my game, do my best. Obviously, it's never want to see Petey go down like that. I'm glad that he's okay, obviously. Just go out there and try to win the draw and just go from there.
Did you have, during the game at all, one of those moments where you're like, I'm here in the NHL finally?
Probably the national anthem, or even coming out when they called my name. I got a nice cheer, which was pretty cool. I'd say the anthem and those first couple shifts, just trying to, just play simple and play hard.
You ever gotten the Cootes chant from the crowd before?
Yeah, that's a big one in Seattle. That's always what they do when they opening night lineup there as well. So I'm pretty used to it.
You got a few things from the fans today. What can you say about the Vancouver fans just experiencing that for the first time with the entry and everything today?
Yeah, they're awesome. They're so passionate. They're for sure the best fans in the league. Honestly, it's a pretty cool building to play in, and a ton of support. So couldn't be more thankful for that.
Family must be pretty happy against Calgary.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're never want to see them win for sure. But I'm sure they enjoy the experience. My younger brother probably thought it was really cool, and
Now that you've had a couple minutes to kind of decompress from your first game, what's going through your mind right now?
Just try to learn from it. Try to be better. Be better the next game. Be more comfortable. Hold on to pucks maybe a little longer. Make more plays, and just try to gain more confidence each game.
Well, Adam, what did you like about your group's performance tonight, particularly in the third period when you separated yourself?
Yeah, well, we hung in there. They played last night, obviously, and I felt like they had a little bit more jump early. We were playing all right, but it just seemed like we never jump early in the game, so we were able to hang in there. Denver played well, and I felt like when we needed that second goal to really settle the nerves down a little bit, and once we got that, it seemed like we played with a little bit more confidence.
What did you make of Philip Hedl tonight?
He was good. He looked fast. He didn't look nervous. He looked like he wanted the puck on his stick. He wanted to play hockey.
What did you like from your group when you guys are starting to find the back of the net in the third period? Was it just confidence?
I think it was confidence. I mean, they're a hard team to play against. They're always, you saw last night in Edmonton, they don't quit. They play a grinding game. They wanted to get us after the whistles. That's the way they do it, and slow the game down. I felt like we tried to avoid it, but we got into it a little bit too much, in my opinion. But that's what Calgary does to you. And, you can't really blame our players when they're playing their first real game, and the emotions are all over the place. But we were able to gather them and not play their style for the most part and play our game.
What does a good performance in net do for a team like yours tonight?
It's great. I mean, I thought their goalie held them in there early too, and I thought Demmer was just solid. He looked like there was a wall. There was confidence. He made the first save look like a routine. So that was a real good feel for us.
Your first NHL win. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Were there nerves? How were you feeling as the
I would have liked this to not have it as close, for that long. But I had a feeling, when you play a team that the back-to-back at the beginning of the year is probably not going to affect them as much. Maybe as the game went on, it would have, but they had the jump on us, and that's normal. And especially a feisty team that Calgary is. So that probably made me cautious early, and it did happen that way, but we hung in there.
Kiefer felt like the guy that was kind of the perfect one to get things going. Got the goal, but the way he plays, the energy he brings, was that the key to kind of unlocking your team tonight?
Well, he's going to match your energy for sure. I think it was a different game. I mean, you're playing a 1-0 close. We're up 1-0. It's a close game. There's, I think, 8 minutes of power play on each side. Then you're trying to get momentum, and you're such a tight game, and you got a couple of young players you're trying to get out there. So it was like a little bit of a chess game early, and guys did their job. And sometimes you're in those nights early, and you just gotta wait till we can open it up, and we did.
Did you get the puck from the game, or was there anything special to commemorate it?
Yeah, the guys called me back in and gave me the puck, so I got my coaches to sign it. So it's already on the shelf.
How important was it for you guys to get depth scoring? There's a lot of talk about you loading up the top line, and first 4 goals they weren't on the ice for.
I think it's a great question. It's important, and get Hedel going, and like you said, Sherwood with his energy, it's nice to see him get rewarded. But I think also to get Best that one, they gave him a little bit too much room, but it was what we practiced. Petey went through and set a pick, and Best had that time to load it. He had a lot of time to load it. When you give a guy with a shot like that much time, you saw what happened. But I really like that happened for Best early in the season.
It seemed like midway through the first period, Calgary kind of had the momentum, and you had a fourth line shift that hemmed the Flames into their own zone. That seemed to kind of shift things for you. What was the contribution from the fourth line beyond just getting the first goal to shift the momentum in your favor?
Well, they were hanging on to pucks, and it was almost like early. Once it was close, we kind of pushed too much. Sometimes it's all right to get them tired, especially the way they play so aggressive on the strong side. If we get it east-west and go back east-west again, that's where we really turn the game, like behind the net and back behind it, get them running a little bit. And at times we were coming in, striking too quick, maybe forcing a little bit. You saw it happen a couple times too, and we had a 4 or 5-1 lead late, and there was young guys. You got it in your head, you want a point. It's the first couple games in your career, and you're forcing offense, and you can't do that against NHL teams. But we'll learn from that. It's the first game, but there was a lot of good things.
Arshdeep Bains got a lot of attention from the crowd for a penalty-killing shift where he blocked a couple of shots. What did you like from him in that moment, making plays on the penalty kill?
I thought he was really good tonight. One shot he blocked was his own fault. He was a position, so no, I had to say, no. But I loved his game, and the other one was a great block. But the beauty is, there's good hockey players out there, and they're going to do that to you, and they turn him around. And what I like is he sacrificed himself for the team, and I thought he had a great hockey game. I mean, he held in there. We had to change ups here and there, and some matchups with power plays and PKs, and guys' energy. Just kept telling him, hey, you're playing good. Don't worry about who you're playing with. And I thought he kept going with a motor. He's going to learn. He played so well as far as his energy and his speed, and a couple of things that are in my head. Our coaches will fix those little things.
We saw, especially in the second half, a little bit of the line mixing. Was that more of just trying to find that chemistry, or just get that spark to get back in the game?
Yeah, sometimes it's just a matchup, right? Like the way they play in the mud, they play in the dirt, and sometimes you have to get a little bit heavier on one line, maybe, so it's equal on the walls and things like that. So it's more just managing lines. They're all different, and there was a couple of matchups I didn't like, so we just tweaked it a little bit. And
your defensive structure, how would you rate your, whole team's defensive structure in this game?
They were good. I thought the structure was good. We didn't give them too much. The mistakes we made, we covered over pretty good between the dots. I think coming to our landmarks inside really helped us when we did make a mistake, leaving our zone or losing their zone. We hustled back, and those things stopped more damage.
You talked in preseason about wanting to not insulate Filipino, but but get him specific guys to play with to help the way that he plays. What did you think of his line mates tonight?
I thought they were good. But also a lot of the practices we've had with the rush and we're trying to figure out what he did in the past, right? How he played and what we could tweak to give him a little bit more space or not put him in dangerous situations, right? And he's done a good job with our forward coaches, Scott and Brett, and also Kroger and Sedin's. A lot of our rushes where sometimes we try to do too much when you're a talented player, and you got to recognize when there's a wall there and kick it out to your guys and then go through and you'll get it back. And I think he's starting to recognize that.
And anything about Braden Cootes in particular tonight?
I liked him. I mean, I felt bad early because of all the PKs and power plays and didn't feel like we gave him enough early, but he hung in there. And what I really like is there's certain young guys and they can play the same way with couple shifts or loaded shifts, and that's impressive. And we wanted to give him more, and he'll get more. But he hung in there, and I didn't feel uncomfortable putting him out there at all. Who knew what was going to happen? I think when it was 5-1, I think Calgary was probably done with the physical part. But at 3 and 4-1, it was still really physical. So I was trying to watch where he was, who he was playing against.